Well, here we are, day 2 of 30 questions in 30 days. I just got back from my 7-mile walk. When I left there, it was about 86 degrees, so I think I beat the majority of the heat. So let's get to the questions. This one comes from Mary. Thank you so much for your question. It's actually a good one. It made me kind of think a little bit more than I wanted to. So the question is, what are the pros and cons of working in real estate? Well, I think that depends, right? Because there's a lot of pros and a lot of cons, just like with everything else. I think it just depends on that person's perspective. But since the question is directed to me, I'll give you my perspective. Let's start with the pros. Pros, I don't have a boss. Con, I don't have a boss. So what do I mean by that? I don't have anyone knocking on my door. I don't have anyone telling me that I'm late. I don't have anyone telling me that I need to work harder or work less or come in early or leave late. The downfall to that is a lot of times you miss that accountability, so it's easier to kind of slip into the laziness of this business. If you have a 9 to 5 and let's say you're not feeling 100%, but you still go into work, you're still going to get paid for that day. As a real estate agent, you're self-employed. So if you're not feeling up to it, you don't work as hard as you should be working, you're not going to get paid. For me, the biggest pro is the time that I have. Because of this job or business, I should say, I've been able to, maybe my kids don't like this, but I've been there for my kids for the majority of the time. So what I mean by that is, as my kids were growing up, my son going through all his sports, I was able to be there for nearly every single one of the games. As a matter of fact, I was even able to help coach the team, which is something that I've always wanted to make sure that I was a part of their lives growing up. And the same thing for my daughter and her cheer competitions. I was able to go to nearly every single one. Every once in a while you might miss one here and there, but that's just life. But I think that this business gave me the freedom to be able to do that, to be able to, rearrange your schedule for what's important. And to me, that's family. Obviously the money is great, but the con to that is there's peaks and valleys. It doesn't matter if you help 2, 3, 4, 5 people a month or 10, 20, 30 people a month. You will be impacted by what goes around you. So when the economy crashed a few years back, that impacted all of us. Some worse than others, but it impacted all of us. So there are those peaks and valleys that you got to kind of deal with. But that's the most of the pros and cons that I could think of at this moment. I'm sure that there's a lot more, but I'd rather not dig too deep into the cons because negativity, right? Negativity clouds the mind and kind of distracts you. So I think that I'll continue this conversation on YouTube. Yesterday I kept saying that I wanted to do that because I didn't want to have this video run long, especially on social media. So I'll do the same thing here. So go to YouTube, search All SoCal Homes. That's going to be my channel. Please subscribe, hit the bell notification, so then that way when I do drop those videos, you'll be able to take a look at it. It's a great question. I definitely think it deserves a lot more time and a lot more consideration, but I'm home and I'm ready to get started on my work day. So have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for the questions. Keep them coming in. It doesn't matter. Remember, I have over 20 years in the real estate business. So I help sellers, I help buyers, I help investors, I help homeowners rent their properties and manage their properties. And obviously being in the business, I have a lot of know-how, or at least I know who to call with questions that I may not know. Anyways, thanks again. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you later.